Shalom. This is the Seal Milk of Yahweh Sap, Lion's Den. I camp out with Lion Den Hawan Ben Joshua Water in Jacksonville, Florida. First, I take a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Ha Rokak Rodash Mahamath. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder Hawam. Salutation to the archons who are on the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, look what popped out on the phone here. Talks about November to remember is going to happen soon. Right? We're already having problems with Russia, Ukraine, right? 2023, they're going to bring in the cashless society, right? The feds. Haiti is having problems. They say it's calming down, but we're going to see about that, right? And we cannot forget the MOTV, right? The mark that they will implement worldwide as well, okay? Now we're going to have the so-called Sabbath that people should be, obeying. But what Sabbath are they really talking about? Well, let me play this so you can listen it to yourselves. The title of this lesson, Take the Shield of Faith. Okay, here we go.
Deliver a prophetic message. Sinai power once worked before to fuel more revolutions, so it must work again. So what they're trying to do is they realize that there is no political solution to stop this climate change thing. So what they're going to do now is push for a spiritual to keep global warming to 1.5 Celsius by the end of this century. We need a miracle. It says one of the ideas was returning to the what, somebody? Was returning to the what? 10 Commandments given at Mount Sinai. Did you see that? It says one of the ideas that they talked about was returning to the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. And look what it says right here. And it goes with the commandments, acknowledge a higher power. That's very serious. Now, we talked about this before. But when they say acknowledge a higher power, that's going to put the power into the religious realm. And in Revelation chapter 17, we see the woman, the religious power, controlling the civil power. It says acknowledge the higher power. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not bear false witness. And then look at this right here. It says keep the what? The Sabbath. It says emissions are down 30% over the Sabbath each week in Israel and are almost zeroed out on Yom Kippur, the Jewish Day of Atonement, the holiest of the year. And look what it says right here. A global weekly listen to this. You see what it says in red? A global weekly non-carbon day of rest could reduce emissions of the world by a seventh and can be observed by different faith communities on different days. Now, somebody may be saying, well, that doesn't mean that they're going to enforce a Sunday law. Granted, it does not say that. You can do it on different days. But we know that eventually, in order to bring everybody cohesively together, they're going to do it on a uniform day. And that day, is Sunday. And brothers and sisters, they're talking about a global weekly day of rest. Therefore, this is from the website. And we're going to take it to the website in just a second. And it says, returning to where? Mount Sinai. A prophetic call for climate justice and repentance. On November 12th, Sabbath after next, we're going to do a special Sunday law update on this. Sunday, November 13th, 2022, Mount Sinai in parallel with the COP26 UN Climate Conference. Do you see this right here? And so, I forgot to tell you, that on the COP27 calendar, Sunday is a day of rest. Look at that.
All right, let me leave it right there so you can see things are getting interesting and moving very, very fast, right? I want to go to Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17 to 19 or 20. Okay, well, anyway. Let's see what the Spirit moves me. Verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him, Salakia, not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Okay? So, just about right now, all of you so-called Negros, Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds who are in a 501c3 incorporated church should be running out, repenting real fast. Things about to go turtle. Okay, 2023 is going to be a big hit worldwide. What they are planning and what they're going to do. Okay? Verse 19, yet if thou warns the wicked, and he turns not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay, so, Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai invented the chess game, the chess rules, and those that he called to be watchmen, we do our best to play by those rules, so then the blood of our people won't be in our hands, okay? Because it is through Yahweh Shai that we get cleansed, all right? Let me go to verse 20. Again, would a righteous man do turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he has done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Okay? So, a lot of you so-called Negros, Latinos, American speckled birds, right now, all you thinking about is how to make that money, right? Because, things are getting expensive, But it'll be wise of you, in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, to downsize, okay? You're not going to be able to keep living the way you're living, right? If you have an expensive car, you're going to have to let go of the car. If you have an expensive apartment or even a house, you're going to have to, downsize. Okay? Because things are going to get real tough out there. Electricity is going to go up. Gas is going to go up. I forgot to mention diesel, right? I don't know how many more days, but diesel is going to get dry out. Okay? I want to go to Isaiah. Give me a minute while I turn this here. Chapter 26. They got to do everything they can, because they got to shut up also that too much of the Hebrew Israelites are being talked about around the world. Okay? Verse 10. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness? In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai? No. Look at these so-called wannabe Jewish, to this day, still pretending that they're us when they're not. Right? They don't want to leave from Israel. Well, since they don't want to leave peacefully, they will be leaving in pieces when Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai comes back. That's all. Okay? Psalm chapter 10. Give me a minute. Chapter 10, verse 2 to 11. The wicked in his pride do prosecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Yeah. Keep playing with our book, right? And then talking about that Mount Sinai and the Ten Commandments, right? You don't fool nobody no more. The whole world knows who you really are, okay? The wicked one. Verse 3, for the wicked boasts at his heart and his mind, desires and bless the covetousness whom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai abhors. Verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Nah, to this day, all this time that you had, you won't. Is not in all his thought. Okay? Can't trust them. You never heard that saying, never trust a snake? Okay then. Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. That's right. As for all his enemies, he puffs at them. Okay? Verse 6. He has said in his heart and his mind, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Okay, well, we're going to see about that. When Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes back, we're going to see if you won't be moved, okay? The whole world is going to see you're going to be moved into slavery. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit. That's right. And fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. That's right. Amazing how the scripture speaks so truthfully in detail, right? About the wicked, about everything, okay? Give me a minute. Verse 8. He sits in the lurking places of the village. In the secret place do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set, secretly, right? Set against the poor. Yeah, it's a setup, right? He wants everybody to be with their eyes closed, right? And thinking that they're still living in La La Land, right? That everything's going to go back to normal. Verse 9. He lies in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lies in wait to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when he draws him into his net. Yeah, this is about a big net they're going to be doing worldwide. Okay? Give me a minute. Verse 10. He crouches and humbles himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Take you off guard. You better start leaving those churches, you so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds. Okay? You think that they're going to protect you, save you, and keep loving you? No, they've been fattening you up, right? And getting ready to take you out. Verse 11. He has said in his heart and his mind, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has forgotten. He hides his face. He will never see it. That's true. That's the way they think, right? But they're going to have a big surprise when Yahweh Shai cracks the sky open and comes back in those so-called UFOs. In the Bible, they're called chariots, right? And he comes with a legions of angels. Oh, yeah. He's not coming alone. I want to go to Psalm chapter 5, verse 4. For thou art not a God that has pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. No, they ain't going to be dwelling with us forever. Okay? Yahweh Shai is fed up with the wickedness of what they have done to the earth, to the air, to the water, to the food, to the clothes, and to his people, the so-called Negros Latinos, Americans, and speckled birds. Verse 5, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Verse 6, thou shalt destroy them that speak lying. It says leasing, but it's really lying. Yahweh will abhor the bloody and deceitful men. Yeah. And the wicked Edomites are deceitful. I'm going to jump to verse 9. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is as open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Okay? So, if you don't want to wake up and heed to the words in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, when there is YouTube going day and night of Hebrews around the world, and also they camp out around the world in the streets and the highways and byways, okay? That's how come they're going to push this, call it Sabbath, right? The wicked Sabbath, because they got to stop us, from going out there in the highways and byways. Ezekiel. Yeah, Ezekiel. Give me a minute. Chapter 33. Let's see. Here we go. Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1 to 4. Again, the words of Yahweh came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman. Well, watchmen are all over the world from the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? Verse 3, if when he sees the sword and come upon the land, he blows the trumpet and warns the people. Verse 4, then whosoever hears the sound of the trumpet and takes not warning, if the sword comes and takes him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Yeah. If you don't want to heed to the truth in the name of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai, okay, that it's time for you. I mean, it was a long time you should have been going out of these 501c3 incorporated churches. No so-called Negro Latino, Native American speckled bird should be in any Edomite church at all. But hey, you love them, you like their wicked ways, okay. Yahweh Bashin Yoshai is giving a warning through the watchmen. I read verse 4. I want to go to Song chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore pride compasses them about as a chain, binding cover them as a garment. Yeah. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than heart could wish. Yeah. The Edomites have so much of what they have stolen around the world and still want more. And what is it that they want this time? Ooh, they want to have control of every human living being, right? They want to know what you're thinking, where you are, what you're doing, right? Total control. But it's not going to happen. They're not going to have that total control. Verse 8. They are corrupt, they speak wickedly, so I can, concerning oppression, they speak loftily. Okay? So they're constantly, right, planning, deceiving, raping, stealing, murdering, right? Breaking treaty, breaking contracts, breaking laws. So they got to go. Proverbs. Give me a minute while I fix this. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Yeah. Right now, you don't see too much of the wicked Edomites being punished at a big level, but it's coming soon. Okay? Even those elite banksters, right, that are going to be hiding in their bunkers. Okay? They'll be going to slavery pretty soon. Proverbs chapter 24. Give me a minute. Verse 1, then I'm going to jump to verse 22. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. Ooh. So you so-called Negros Latinos, American speckled birds, right? It behooves you, right, to think about what the words of Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai just said in the Bible. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. Time to stop planning, pack up, and walk away. Huh? Something to pray about and take it seriously. I'm going to jump to verse 22. Give me a minute. For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knows the ruins of them both? Yeah. Who knows? Yahweh Bashin Yahushai knows. 1 John. Give me a minute. With so much going on, you're going to see the true colors of the Edomites when the second shutdown comes, right? Dark storms are coming. Chapter 5, verse 19. And we know that we are of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, and the whole world lies in wickedness. Yeah. Okay? I mean, if you don't know that by now, 2022, then hey, you've been really practicing ignorance for many, many years and don't want to repent. Psalm 125. Give me a minute. Oops, I thought I had it here. Chapter 125, verse 1 to 5. They that trust in Yahweh Shin Yahushai shall be as Mount Sinai, which cannot be removed, but abide forever. Verse 2. As the mountains are round about Jerusalem, so Yahweh Bashin Yahushai is around about his people from henceforth, even forever. Okay, and he's not talking about those Jewish wannabes, right? Who keep insisting, right? Lying to their own children, okay? That they are the chosen ones, okay? Verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hand unto iniquity. Right? And you, the so-called Negros Latinos, Native American speckled birds, you're going to go and follow these 501c3 incorporated churches and do what they say. Right? Okay. Verse 4. Do good, O Yahweh Bashin Yahushua, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts, in their mind, right? Doing the work of Yahweh Bashin Yahushua. Okay? Verse 5. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, Yahweh Bashin Yahushua shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be unto Israel. All right? So let's see what's going to happen when they do this Sabbath, right, in November. Okay, I want to leave it with Ephesians. Give me a minute. Ephesians. Chapter 6, verse 12. Jump to verse 16. Ooh, fix that. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darknesses of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? Verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I'll say Shalom.